the Cheese family. Even their name was off, like milk left out in the Azabaso sun. They lived on Vimto Lane, a street that smelled vaguely of artificial fruit and despair.
I was the glue, holding our bizarre mess together with my unwavering love and industrial-sized vats of cheese sauce.
I preferred my company bottled and my family cowering, a connoisseur of fermented grapes and, well, anger management issues.
Then there was Twatwaffle, the eldest, unemployed, except for being the leader of a cult that should have died out but somehow thrived.
I was the family disappointment, mainly because I dealt drugs, a career path frowned upon even on Fanta.
And finally, Bitchy Pineapple, the youngest with a name that could curdle milk and a hobby that could curdle blood.
I found humor in homicide, a punchline only I seem to get.
This was the Cheese family, a study in dysfunction, held together by the thin, stringy strands of shared DNA and the ever-present fear that things could always get worse. On the surface, Fanta seemed like a delightful place. The rivers flowed with actual orange soda, the trees bore candy, and the air smelled vaguely of childhood obesity. But beneath the sugary veneer lurked a darkness. And at the heart of that darkness was a religion no one saw coming, the Church of Barney. Yes, that Barney. The purple dinosaur from that children's show. Somehow, through a cosmic string of errors, the show had reached Fanta. But instead of innocent entertainment, the residents saw a divine message in Barney's dopey grin and saccharine songs. Barney became their god. His image was plastered everywhere, on crudely made banners, spray-painted across the candy-colored trees, even tattooed on the flesh of the most devoted. His songs, twisted and reinterpreted, became their hymns, chanted in hushed tones in their makeshift temples. It was all deeply, disturbingly bizarre. But on Fanta, it was just another Tuesday. Twatwaffle, a name that seemed destined for therapy, bad decisions, or in his case, both. His life had taken a turn for the truly bizarre at the tender age of 3. It was a Tuesday or maybe a Glorp day. Fanta's days of the week were confusing. Father Cheese, in a drunken stupor, had mistaken Twatwaffle for a particularly ugly piece of furniture and, well, let's just say it wasn't pretty.
I don't remember much, just that I had a bottle in my hand, and yeah, it wasn't pretty.
But death, as they say, is just the beginning, especially on Fanta. A roving band of Barney devotees high on fermented candy canes stumbled upon the scene. They saw something in the lifeless Twatwaffle, a spark, a vessel. They brought him back, not to life exactly, but to something else. Twatwaffle emerged from the experience changed. He was now the chosen one, the resurrected, the leader of the Barney cult.
I embraced my role with gusto, preaching the gospel of Barney with terrifying enthusiasm.
Section 4. Dealing and Double Dealing. The Shitburger and Twatwaffle Show. The relationship between Shitburger and Twatwaffle was complex. A tapestry woven with threads of sibling rivalry, begrudging respect, and a whole lot of illegal substances.
Forever in my brother's shadow, I found my calling in the drug trade. My product of choice, Vimto-laced gummy bears, highly addictive and surprisingly easy to make.
His clientele, mostly bored teenagers and disillusioned Barney devotees.
Despite, or perhaps because of my newfound piety, I've developed a taste for my brother's wares. The gummy bears provide an escape from the pressures of leading a cult, a way to connect with the purple dinosaur on a more spiritual level.
This created a strange dynamic. Shitburger, the black sheep, was now his brother's supplier. Twatwaffle, the holy man, was funding his brother's illegal activities. It was a symbiotic relationship, built on vice and a shared love of chemically enhanced gummy candy. Section 5. Bitchy Pineapple, murder is her punchline. Bitchy Pineapple. The name was a warning, a red flag in a world full of them. From a young age, she'd exhibited a certain proclivity for the macabre. Dolls weren't for playing with, they were for dismembering. Hide and seek usually ended with someone finding a dead pet.
My first kill, at the tender age of 11, was almost poetic in its absurdity. A neighbor, known for his obnoxiously loud snoring, had the misfortune of interrupting my viewing of Barney's colorful world. I took care of the problem with a rusty spork and a disturbing lack of remorse.
The incident had shocked the family, even Father Cheese, who'd once tried to drown a squirrel in his beer. But Bitchy Pineapple just giggled, her eyes sparkling with a chilling amusement. It seemed murder for her wasn't a crime, it was a punchline. Section 6. The cheeses. Still stinky, still together. The cheese family. A mess, a cosmic joke, a stain on the already questionable fabric of reality. Yet somehow, they persisted.
I continue to love, nurture, and make enough cheese sauce to satisfy even the most discerning lactose-tolerant lifeform on Fanta.
I continue to drink, rage, and occasionally mistake household objects for my children.
Twat Waffle preached, Shitburger dealt, and Bitchy Pineapple, well, she found creative ways to express her unique brand of homicidal humor. They fought, they bickered, they occasionally tried to kill each other.
But through it all, a strange, twisted kind of love held us together.
They were a family, bound by blood, cheese, and the shared certainty that no matter how bad things got, they could always get worse. And on the bizarre, Barney-worshipping planet of Fanta, that was as close to normal as it got.